The films Alien and Planet of the Vampires, composed by Ridley Scott in 1979 and Mario Bava in 1965 respectively, both have many similarities and contain some very remarkable visual parallels. Today I will be exploring the visuals and themes using the Vimeo video uploaded by the creator known as Casanas, who has both a Vimeo and a YouTube channel, which I shall link in the description of this video, so go check that out. So first, I feel like talking about their contextual similarities. The film Planet of the Vampires is a sci-fi horror film that focuses on the survival story of a crew of two ships called the Argos and the Galliot. These ships eventually find their way to an unexplored planet to which a beacon emanates and causes the crew to become aggravated. The crew land the ship on the planet to collect themselves, which results in a many number of crew's mysterious deaths. Again, the crew members turn on each other, killing one another randomly. They discover a large alien ship other than their own that has also, a long time ago, been drawn to the planet in order for a dying race, possibly native to this world, to take control of these unsuspecting alien hosts and escape using their ships. Jump to the Alien. The movie Alien takes many tropes from vampires and is able to use them to fashion an independent yet familiar story. The movie Alien centers around the crew of the Nostromo being drawn to a mysterious beacon, again emanating from an uncharted world. After landing, they investigate the source of the beacon and come across a derelict spacecraft, which is the source of the transmission. They explore the vessel to find that the pilot of the craft was killed long ago by something. Upon further investigation, they discover the Xenomorph species, an endoparasitic species that may or may not be native to the world. They use alien hosts in order to continue their life cycle. One of the crew is impregnated and taken back to the Nostromo, and the ship and crew leave. Without knowing, they carry with them a parasitic organism ready to erupt violently from its host and take all of their lives. As you can see through my horribly oversimplified plot telling, the two films share a single idea, that is of cosmic beasts that use hosts as nothing more than vessels. Vessels that can be disregarded without a thought of remorse. Many scenes throughout the movies almost make you think at times that Alien could be a remake or a reimagining of vampires, which it most certainly could. The cinematography is somewhat the same if you look at it with respect to either film and keeping that in mind. One quite awesome scene is that of the jockey/giants reveal. Within Planet of the Vampires, some of the crew of the Argos explore the alien vessel on the planet, and upon moving around the halls, they turn and uncover they turn a corner and look in shock at what they see. Before them lay a gigantic skeletal mass upon a dirty, dusty ground that has obviously been there for quite a substantial time, as it is somewhat buried and there are no signs of tissue or flesh of any kind. This mirrors the iconic scene from Alien, where the crew of the Nostromo, and in particular Kane, climbs the edge of the platform of the main room of the ship, and as he moves up over the platform, he views the gigantic, monstrous, Giga-esque pilot, or more colloquially known as the space jockey. The beast appears to be very old, as the crew believed it may be fossilized. However, these facts are shaky, as the creature's exoskeleton may inhibit the features of looking fossilized even when it is alive. What is not a question is that the creatures sent fear into the hearts of those who viewed them with their own eyes, something beyond our understanding and comprehension. The landscapes of the planets of the two films are also quite alike. While Vampires has a slightly more colourful tone in comparison to that of LV-426's very dark and gritty environment, they both are shrouded in a veil of foggy clouds that wisp around the surface of the respective planets. Strange rock formations protrude from the ground of both worlds, again with vampires having a more colourful and vibrant theme, while 426 has a dark shade of blue with black chucked in the mix. The alien vessels within each film also share many shapes and features. They also almost reflect their respective landscapes in terms of their colour and shape. They both portray a very old, rustic looking interior. The Giant's ship is a smoother finish and contains more polygonal structures in contrast to the Derelict's many depressive bumps, ridges, ribbed and curved features, and biomechanical patterns that create a very alien architectural feel and aesthetic. There is a second comparison to be made, however, with a separate ship from that of the Giant's craft, the Argos. The Argos actually has a scene where it sits on a ridge in the far background of the landscape that almost looks to reflect that of what we see in Alien, when we first see the derelict sit again against the background of the landscape. It is quite easily the closest cinematic scene where you could confuse each of them for being the same movie or just a remake of one another. As previously said, they are two different ways to tell the same story, about beings of mystic origin that use and throw away hosts without any regard for the host at all. We are simply vessels to serve a purpose to them, and once that purpose is fulfilled, we can be cast aside. So again, thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, this video was inspired by my friend Alex, who's working on the Alien Awakening animated series with me as a sound designer. He has a Vimeo and a YouTube channel that I will link in the description, and I suggest you guys go check out the video that inspired this little comparison. I've used clips for it in this video. I got permission for him from that. So yeah, go check out all his stuff, and if you want to stay up to date with everything we're doing here on the channel, please subscribe. If you'd like to support us further, visit my Patreon and see what's going on over there, and that's basically it. So I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.